How do you tame a wild tongue? Train it to be quiet. How do you bridle and saddle it? How do you make it lie down? Language incontestably reveals the speaker. Language also, far more dubiously, is meant to define the other. A careful analysis of the teacher-student relationship at any level, inside or outside the school, reveals its fundamentally narrative character. This relationship involves a narrating subject, the teacher, and patient listening objects, the students. Language is a political instrument, means, and proof of power. The banking concept of education, in which the scope of action allowed to the student extends only as far as receiving, billing, and storing the deposits. Words are emptied of their concreteness and become a hollow, alienated, and alienating verbosity. En boca cerrada no entran moscas. Flies don't enter a closed mouth. Authentic thinking, thinking that is concerned about reality, does not take place in ivory tower isolation, but only in communication. My home tongues are the languages I speak with my sisters and brothers, with my friends, being closest to my heart. Ethnic identity is twin skin to linguistic identity. I am my language. If this absolutely unprecedented journey does not indicate that Black English is a language, I am curious to know what definition of language is to be trusted. People evolve a language in order to describe and thus control their circumstances, or in order not to be submerged by a reality that they cannot articulate. And because we internalize how our language has been used against us by the dominant culture, we use our language differences against each other. Finally, in a country with standards so untrustworthy, a country that makes heroes of so many mediocrities, a country unable to face why so many of the non-white are in prison, or on the needle, or standing futureless in the streets, it may very well be that both the child and his elder have concluded that they have nothing whatever to learn from the people of a country that has managed to learn so little. In problem-posing education, people develop their power to perceive critically the way they exist in the world with which and in which they find themselves. They come to see the world not as static reality, but as a reality in process, in transformation. Hence, the teacher's student and the student's teachers reflect simultaneously on themselves and the world without dichotomizing this reflection from action, and thus establish an authentic form of thought and action.